It's about 50 degrees right now. The birds are out, animals are out, pond is starting to melt, and the FC is out of the garage. Reason it's out of the garage, I want to start working on the bed. So this is gonna stay a while outside. I'm gonna cover it up. I don't want to really do too much of the wiring until I get the frame painted. And so I don't want to paint it inside the house or in the garage, which is connected to the house, because we get a lot of fumes from that in the house. So I'm gonna start working on the bed. It's good to work on the bed and do the welding when I can open the doors and let it vent right out, so I don't get those fumes in the house. So for a while, that's gonna stay outside. You probably won't see him for a while. And so now we'll move into the garage and get started on the bed. All right, so let's head in and take a look at the bed. All right, so what do you think? Wooden flatbed? Get rid of this thing? No, I would like to save it. It's gonna be a lot of work. There isn't really much left to it, especially this area. At least it's all flat stock. It's all flat metal. So that's definitely easier than, a lot of compound curves and different things like that. We still have the tailgate. Tailgate's pretty cool, but definitely an odd shaped tailgate. It still has decals on it. I'd love that. I'd love to be able to keep that somehow. I don't think I'm gonna be able to though, because I want to paint this, and what I'll have to do is just either make a stencil of that and just put them on after. That probably would be the best way. We could probably use some wax paper and just get an outline of what those letters look like where they are. This week I've been definitely battling a cold, so this is going to be kind of a short video this week. This has been a tough week. So at least I got this in here and ready to go. We have a new gas tank, which actually fits surprisingly well under there. That's about where it's going to go. It's kind of a funny story with that. Tracie found it on Facebook Marketplace, and by the picture I swore it was way too big for this. But once she got measurements for it, and she kept, luckily she kept, thinking it would be a good fit. So reluctantly I went and looked at it with her, and come to find out it fits perfect. So definitely can't be closed to new ideas or people's ideas, because you definitely don't know everything, that's for sure. But yeah, so we'll start working on this. There's definitely some bad spots on it though, but a lot of this is pretty solid too. The frame, I'm gonna flip it over. I'll bring you back when I flip this over. That's where I'm gonna start, on the frame on the bottom. This side looks good, but on the other side, it's way worse. I don't know why one side gets way more abuse than the other. This is the side that actually rotted the frame too, that I had to repair. But at least it's really easy to repair. It's really not that bad. If you can weld and cut the pieces, you're good to go. If you have a brake, that's even better, because I'm gonna definitely need a brake to do this. I've been trying to bend this stuff with some metal I-beam that I got from a job, and it's just a pain in the neck. We have a nice 4-foot brake that we got from a job, and we got it actually for free. It's a beautiful brake. So I'm gonna grab that. It's at my brother John's house, and I'm gonna grab that and bring that in to do this. But I want to actually show you, Tracie's made great headway with the seats. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. So we'll go and take a look at that, and I'll see how I feel. If I feel good, we'll start cutting into this and do some of the lighter gauge stuff. But let's go take a look and see how she's doing. I'm inside at Tracie's workshop, and taking a look at the seats. They're about 98% done, and they came out absolutely beautiful. Look at them. They're all sewed together. all padded, all ready to go. She just has to put some hog clips on the bottom front here to kind of tidy it up around the bottom there and around the back. But very, very happy with them. They look awesome. Okay. So I've been thinking, Shane's home from school, so I think while he's here, I'm gonna ask him if he can give me a hand, and we're gonna head back outside. It's such a beautiful day, and see if we can straighten out the front bumper. So I'll meet you guys outside. So how do you straighten a bumper without a press? What I'm gonna do is take the bumper, put it in the crotch of that tree, and Shane's gonna give me a hand. We're gonna take the Kubota and put some pressure on it and see if we can bend it straight. It's hitting on that side, and then in the middle, you can see how it separates and keeps away from the body there and touches there. So we just have to get it so it pushes back right here. Right here it was like bent up, so that's where we're gonna put pressure. Pretty even all the way down through there. The two bumperettes line up pretty well. I like it, looks good. This bed over to expose the bottom rails, the bottom of the bed. And I put the tailgate on. I actually bolted it on to secure it, to pull it all together, so I know the structure the bed is supposed to hold. Because I want to make sure that the tailgate can close correctly and it will align the sides. So when I reconstruct this, it'll all be straight and work properly. So by flipping it over, it exposed the rails. The middle rails look fine. You know, they have surface rust on them. They're definitely a little scaly. One side isn't too bad. It's a little dented. I might just have to reinforce it. I'm thinking of filling in the web in the middle with another piece of steel. I'll plug weld that in just to like secure it in. I'm not going to replace the whole thing. I'm going to just reinforce it. But this other side is definitely rotted. It's not too bad up there. It's, you know, kind of the same as over here. But the back is basically non-existent. So what I'm gonna do is reconstruct that back part and also reinforce the middle web of that that beam going across there. So it'll kind of all join it together also, so it's all kind of like one piece, even though it's welded. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna do next week. I'll have to straighten out this rail. This is all twisted. And then just start patching it together. You know, fixing little pieces like that. That side isn't too bad. But I think I'm gonna call it a day because I'm not really feeling that great. But we got a good amount done today. Shane helped me with straightening out that front bumper, which that was huge. It actually worked really well. It's amazing how strong hydraulics is, how it can bend like a piece of steel so easily. But that was good. We got that done. So now I can get that painted up, straightened out. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in and call it a day. Thanks for watching me in the garage and hanging out. I'll see you next week and have a great week. Gas tank that we got, and I just put it in place so you can kind of see how it does fit in there. There's the old straps for the old tank. So I think the other tank was a little wider and a little narrower, but I think this will work pretty well. It doesn't stick out beyond the side of the bed at all. It's close, but is definitely well within the bed. And I think it's gonna work out pretty well. I think once it's on, it's gonna look better. It won't look like it sticks out so far. Plus it can go back, I would say, a good 3/4 of an inch anyway. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And that was a good find, Trace, for finding that tank. I like to end the video with some of the scenes or the areas that I worked during the week. But this week I really didn't work in areas that I could really take any good pictures. So a good friend of mine, Toby, he's an electrician in Gloucester, sent me a pretty cool picture. And I'm gonna just end the video with that. Thanks, Toby. I'll see you. Bye.